Good morning to all. I am Himanshu Srivastava. Today we'll read the story The Lost Child by Mulk Raj Anand. This video includes line-wise explanation, summary, and the link for the notes of this chapter is in the description box. So let's start the story. The Lost Child is the story of a small child who gets lost in a fair. He had gone with his parents to the fair but loses them when he gets engrossed in looking at a roundabout swing. The story highlights the bond of love and affection that the child shares with his parents. Before losing them, he had been demanding different things like sweets, balloons, flowers, swings, etc. But once he loses them, he is picked up by a stranger. And when the stranger tries to quieten the child by offering him all these things, that he had demanded from his parents, but the child doesn't want them anymore. He wants his parents first. Now, the line wise explanation. The story is set in the spring season. As the winter season had just ended, all the people came out of their houses. They were cheerful as the chilling cold weather had ended. People conveyed through different modes: foot, horses, bamboo carts, and bullock carts. A little child was accompanied by his parents. He ran excitedly and often banged into his father's legs. He was full of life, excitement, and laughter. The child was attracted to the toys which were displayed at the various stalls. As he would be left behind, his parents would call him to come with them again and again. The child was obedient and would walk towards them on being called, but his eyes would keep on looking at the toys that he wanted. As he reached them, he could not control his desire to buy a toy. He was familiar to the reaction that they would give, so he knew that they would stare him, indicating denial to buy him the toy. So the child knew the emotionless way in which his parent would stare at him, and then he was unable to control his desire any longer as he was a child. So he said that he wanted to buy the toy. The father's eyes grew red with anger when he heard that the child wanted to buy the toy. He looked at the child just like a cruel ruler who was trying to oppress him. The mother became emotional due to the cheerful mood. Lovingly, she gave her finger to the child to hold and guided him to a place. Means she just took the attention of the child. She asked him to see what was in front of him. She means she diverted the attention. There was a vast field full of bright yellow colored mustard flowers. They seemed like flowing streams of gold and were widespread. A group of dragonflies, black bees, and butterflies buzzed around, sucking the nectar from the flowers. The child looked at them as they flew around. When one of the sat somewhere, he tried to catch the dragonfly, but the tiny creatures would fly away the next instant. The mother called out to him as they started walking down the footpath. The child ran towards his parents. He walked next to them, but after few steps, he stopped to see the insects who were coming out of the soil. Once again, the child was left behind. The parents called him. They sat next to a well under the shady trees. The child once again ran and joined his parents. As the child entered the shady forested area, he was welcomed by a shower of flowers. He forgot his parents and started collecting the petals that had fallen. Just then he heard the cooing of doves and was excited to see them. He started chasing the birds, and in the process, the petals fell from his hand. This shows that the child got attracted towards the next thing. He forgot what he had been doing earlier. The parents called the child who was running and playing around a banyan tree. They lifted him and walked down a narrow, twisting lane through which they crossed the mustard fields and reached the fair. As they were about to reach the fair, the child saw huge crowds of people walking from all directions towards the fair. The dense crowd scared him and he stepped back for a while, but the next moment he got attracted to the mind boggling crowd of humanity. At the entrance of the fair, to one corner, a sweet meat seller had set up a shop. He was selling various sweets like gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, and jalebi. The sweets were displayed at different heights and were covered with foils of gold and silver. The boy's mouth watered when he sighted his favorite barfi. He expressed his desire to get one in a low voice because he knew that his request would be refused by his parents. They would say that he was greedy for the burfi, as he did not expect that his demand would be fulfilled, so he walked further. The next stall was flower seller. He announced that he was selling garlands of gulmohar flowers. The child wanted one of those. He walked towards the basket of flowers and again announced his desire to have one in a low voice because he knew that his demand would not be fulfilled. They would refuse to buy him the flowers as they would say that they were cheap. Again, the boy walked ahead without expecting a reply from his parents. The next thing that the child came across was a balloon seller selling balloons of different colors of the rainbow. The boy was attracted to the shiny colors of the balloons and wanted to have them all. He knew that his parents would not buy the balloons for him as they would reason that he was too old to play with them. So again he walked further. Then he paused at a snake charmer who was playing a flute and the snake was twisting its neck to the music. The snake had coiled itself in a basket and had raised its head out. It bent and moved its neck gracefully like a swan. It seemed that the music of the flute was heard by the snake's invisible ears and created the effect of a waterfall on it because it swayed its neck in a similar way. The boy walked towards the snake charmer, but as his parents had warned him to remain away from the unpleasant music played by such men, so again he walked further. Then he saw the roundabout swing. It was full of men, women, and children who were enjoying the ride. The boy watched the people on the roundabout and then, with a lot of courage, expressed his desire to go on the roundabout. When his parents did not reply, he turned towards them. What he saw that nobody was there. They were nowhere around. He looked around and behind, but his parents were nowhere to be seen. The boy cried loudly, jerked his body, and ran here and there, calling out for his parents. He was full of fear, and tears started rolling down from his cheek. As he wailed and ran around, his turban opened and his clothes became muddy. After some time, he gave up. The loud cries turned into mild sobs. He saw some people standing and talking and tried to find if his parents were among them. The laughter and talks of the people were meaningless for the child. He was simply searching for his parents. The boy ran towards a temple which was crowded with people. He ran through the legs of men, calling out for his parents. The crowd was pushing each other as he neared the entrance of the temple. The boy got scared of huge, strong men who stared people with their murderous eyes and pushed them with their strong and big shoulders. The boy could have been crushed under the feet of the man had his cries not been heard by a man in the crowd. Means he could have been crushed under the feet of the people if a man had not been heard his cry. And then the man lifted the child. As the man got the child out of the crowd, he asked him how he had reached there and where were his parents. What was his parents' name? The boy cried even more and repeated that he wanted to go to his parents. The man tried to relax the child by taking him to the roundabout swing because man was also not knowing where his parents were. So first he was trying to make the child calm. He offered him a ride, but the child screamed and wept loudly that he wanted his parents. The man started walking back on the same route which the child had taken, so he took the child to the snake charmer. He asked him to listen to the nice music, but the child shut his ears with his fingers and screamed loudly and told that he wanted his parents. The man took the child to the balloon seller also, but he turned his head from the balloons and wept for father and mother. The man tried to make the child happy and took him to the flower seller and told to smell the fragrance of the flower. But the child refused to smell the flowers that he wanted to buy earlier because now his priority was to get his parents. Finally, the man took him to the sweetmeat seller and offered to buy sweets for him. Still, the child didn't want his favorite sweet, but he wanted his parents. So this was the story, and this is showing that how the child is giving preference to his parents instead of all the things that he was liking in the beginning when he was coming into the fair. Now this is the summary. It was the season of spring. The people of village came out of their houses in colorful attire and walked towards the fair. A child along with his parents was going to the fair and was very excited and happy. He was attracted to the stalls of toys and sweets, though his father got angry, but his mother pacified him and diverted his attention towards other things. The child moved forward, but once again lagged behind because his eyes were caught by one thing or the other. As they moved forward, the child wanted the various things on the stalls. His mouth watered seeing sweets decorated with gold and silver leaves. He wanted his favorite burfi, but knowing that his parents would refuse on the ground that he was greedy, he walked ahead. Then he saw beautiful garlands of gulmohar, but he didn't ask for it. He saw balloons also. He was knowing that his parents would deny due to the fact that he was too old to play with balloons. So he walked away. Then he saw a snake charmer and roundabout swing. As he stopped to the roundabout swing to seek the permission to enjoy the swing, to his astonishment, there was no reply. Neither his father nor his mother was there. Now the child realized that he was lost. He ran here and there to find. The place was overcrowded. He got terrified, but suddenly a kind hearted man took him up in his arms and consoled the bitterly weeping child. He asked if he would like to have a joyride, but the child sobbed and he told that he wanted his father and mother. The man offered him sweets, balloons, and garland that the boy was asking in the beginning, but the child kept sobbing and told that he wanted his mother and father. So, this was the story and the summary. Thank you.